Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today is day 34, season 2 Search Committee. Starting off down here, we have the Honda Quad parked up, and the Golf. Then in the shed, the Keenan and the Fleming roller parked up in there. Then we have the 10 in the bucket, oil tank, yard scraper, buck rake, John Deere Gator parked up, and the T6 175 New Holland parked up as well. And here we have the John Deere 3400 telehandler parked up. In the shed, the lawnmower is parked up there, Class Ram baler and the John Deere Bear Upper in the back there. And in this shed we have the Massey Ferguson 5612 parked up, and then we have the fertiliser spreader, so it's just been put back in the shed. And then we have the Spearhead hedge cutter in the back there, Massey Ferguson 6616 and John Deere 6920S, and then the trail forager in the back there. And here we have the farmer's wife in the Defender. She's just got the sheep trailer on the back. You'll see why in a minute. Then we have the herb stump trailer and the New Holland mini baler. Then we have Matt's Land Rover parked up there, bale trailer, it's been put back there after being jacked over, and the mini digger with the grading bucket have been put back on there. So we put it back on. Yes, we probably will have to take it off a couple of times this coming months, but it's easier than it being sort of taking up space, because you think about it, it's just one thing taking up space, but there's two things. So like obviously the digger's on top of the trailer, meaning that there's less space being taken up. So she's just been parked there, but at some point we probably will take her off because she can't stay on the bale trailer forever, because we will have to use it for ourselves. Then we have the sheets and tyres off the pit there, Fleming double bale lifter in the back, and the Ife Williams flatbed trailer. Then here we have a local farmer in his 6R185, and he's just got the Marston size trailer on the back. So he's only got one trailer and he needs an extra one. He's doing a bit of a big crop this year for first cut, so he needed an extra trailer and we weren't using ours. So yeah, he had to pull out there and had to go down here and spin around so he could, because it's quite tight getting out. But yeah, he needed to borrow it. We weren't using it, so we just said, yeah, you can go ahead and use it. So he's just heading off there. Then we have Matt in the New Holland 7740. He's just heading off with the Kumho there. He's just going to mow some fields for a farmer. He's also doing silage. Just wanted to get it in early, so he needed a bit of extra help, and the 740 mower weren't doing anything, so a bit of money and helps out other farmers, which is good for us, I guess, because we get a bit of money, and you know, we have the kit and it's not just sat in sheds all the time. Obviously we will be using it, the kit, but when it comes to like certain months when we're not doing it, the mower could be used at a different farm, if they aren't doing bales when we are, then we can do it for ourselves, and then we can do their bales when we're not doing bales. So it sort of works out, and gets the job done quicker. And in the sheep field we have the farmer there just caught the lamb of this ewe here. So this ewe, she's lame, so we have to treat it, but they just ran past him and he just grabbed the lamb in his arm, and he's hoping that she'll follow her lamb, and then he can get her in the cattle trailer, and then we can treat her, and then we can let her out into the field. But yeah, she's just ran past them. Obviously she should hopefully follow her lamb. It's quite a big lamb, but not as heavy as some of the others, but he's just grabbed that needs to treat it. Then we have the ducks and ducklings and chickens and chicks. roaming around the field. Then we have the Disco here, parked up on the cattle trailer. The farmer would be in this, but he's sorting out that situation. Then we've got a couple of ewes and lambs in there, and then we've got the rest of them sort of running up the ramp. So we've got the farmer's son on the KTM dirt bike. He finds it easier than the quad to just sort of get the sheep in. I don't know why, maybe because it's quicker, maybe, I don't know. It's slightly quicker than the quad. But yeah, so we're just sort of getting them in this corner, and then hopefully they'll follow the others and run into there. He'll probably park it up there, so they won't try and hopefully escape into the field. But yeah, so he's just loading them up there. Then we have Tom's Land Rover parked up on his cattle trailer, quite dirty, and he's just loading up the Charolais cow and her calf there. It's more tall than wide, so we can only take one cow and a calf at a time, but he's just helping out there, and he's just making sure they're going in, ready to close the ramp. And then we have the rest of the cows and calves. 2 of them are already at the field, and then we have those 3 chickens and the meg lambs. So this is going to be uploaded on a Friday, and a week from when this is uploaded is when we're going to be doing first cut bales. So the grass is quite long, obviously with the sheep being in it, and the cows, they sort of trample on it a bit, but obviously with the poo, it fertilises the ground, so it helps it grow. And then hopefully we'll give it a week's rest, and hopefully it'll be a good cut. But that's what tends to work. And obviously it was quite long when they got out, when they were let out, and obviously we're slowly drip feeding the cows and slowly drip feeding the sheep from the sheds into the fields, so there wasn't that much grass being eaten. And then they had the bales, so they weren't eating that much grass. But normally in the week it does tend to grow quite quickly. So we should get a couple of bales off this, and that'll be the main one. But yeah, so there's 2 cows already at the field, and there's 3 ewes and lambs in the other field. So we have 1 field spare, and we have 1 we use for pit silage. And what we do is we split. We put some fencing, not just like electric fencing, but we don't put it on, just to separate them. We don't normally do it, but we decided we would this year. So then we sort of split the field in half for the cows and the sheep. So that's where they'll go until the bales are collected in, and then either a couple of days later or that night if we have time, within a couple of days after, they will be back in the fields here. So that's why the farmer's wife has a sheep trailer on the back, because she's taking them, and we've got 2 cows and calves in there, and then Tom said he'd help out, so we decided we'd get all the sheep gone first, and then we're going to focus on the cows. So yeah, so we've got a week now. We need to get rid of the bushes, and the chickens, chicks, ducks and ducklings. Need to sort of entice them into the yard if we can. It's not going to do any harm if they go in the grass field. They're not going to trample on it like the sheep and cows. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get a couple of bales, which means the mini digger is going to have to come off the bale trailer. So we have space for the bales. We will wrap them though, so they're not going to be unwrapped and on the bale trailer. So yeah. So I'm hoping that we'll have the new rake in time. We should be by the end of this weekend. So hopefully in the next video, or the next when we do bales, it should be here. I'll probably do a review on it. Let me know if you want me to do that. I might put on the community post about it. So yeah, so don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and bye.